Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Mazli Nania. Today I'm going to give you introduction about our presentation. So first is biscuit or cookies are common man food among humans regardless of the age. In food industry, there are over 1,000 types of different cookies all around the world. It has become a popular food due to its affordable price and because of the luscious crunchy taste. However, every cookie has its own unique taste depending on the ingredient usage. This is because different ingredients contain an abundance of chemical compounds that serve different purposes in food processing. Thus, our presentation will discuss 5 organic compounds in 5 different ingredients which are acetic acid in cocoa powder, biotin in hazelnut, triglyceride in cocoa butter, maltose in glucose syrup, and lastly theobromine in chocolate chip. We're choosing the Munchies or Krunch because it's the most common cookies among the student because it's easy to get at our place. And we give the next presentator. Hi everyone, so this is triglycerides. We have 3 types of triglycerides in the cocoa butter. So first of all is tristearine, and second is tripalmitin, and the last is triolane. It's belong to the ester group because we can see the carbon with the double bond of oxygen and single bond of oxygen and the organyl group. So first is the physical properties. So the physical properties it can be liquid and solid at room temperature depends on the saturation of the triglyceride, and it is a non-polar, so it only can be solvent by non-polar solvent. So and it less dense than water, so it can floating on water, and it's hydrophobic due to long carbon chain and can be colorless and yellowish. So next is the chemical properties. As I said, it is an ester bond formed through esterification between glycerol and fatty acid. And unsaturated glyceride prone to oxidation at double bond leading to rancidity and combust completely and reducing water, carbon dioxide, and energy. So the main function is the the tristearine provides structure and firmness in cookie dough and contribute to final texture of cookies. Next is tripalmitin, giving the cookies stable texture, enhance crispiness, and prevent excessive spread when baking, so it's not be ugly. And the last is triolane. It adds softness for the cookies, improves spread ability of fat, and provide tender mouthfeel. So in conclusion, triglyceride really functioning on mouthfeel of the cookies and how it can make the shelf life more longer. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Hervena Marius. Today I will be presenting about biotin and how hazelnuts are the great sources of this essential nutrition. Introduction of biotin. Biotin, also known as vitamin H, is important for healthy skin, hair, and metabolism. It's a complex organic compound with a unique structure that helps it function in the body. Next is chemical and physical properties of biotin. Biotin has a molecular weight of 244.31 gram-mole and appears as a colorless crystalline solid. It has a high melting point of 232 degrees Celsius, making it very stable. Chemically, biotin is reactive with several groups like amines and carboxyls, which make it useful in biological reactions. It stays stable in acidic and neutral conditions but breaks down in alkaline solutions above pH 9. This stability is important for its effectiveness in our body. Food sources of hazelnuts. One of the best natural sources of biotin is hazelnut. They are packed with healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. Hazelnuts can be enjoyed raw, roasted, or used in desserts like chocolate spread and cakes. Roasting hazelnuts enhances their flavor while keeping their nutrients intact. Adding them to your diet can support hair health, skin glow, and overall wellness. In a summary, biotin is vital for our health, and hazelnuts are a delicious and nutritious way to include in our diet. Thank you.
Next is acetic acid, or also known as ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid consists of a group of methyl CH3 and a carboxyl group C double bond O. So based on the Lewis structure, we could see that each of the oxygen has two lone pair, which this lone pair could actually alter the geometric structure of a molecule by changing the bond angle. Bond angle for the first tetrahedral carbon is 109.5 degree, while the second carbon is trigonal planar, expected to be 120. Thus, all these characteristics can give specific physical and chemical properties to acetic acid. In appearance aspect, acetic acid commonly found in a colorless liquid with a strong and pungent smell. Other than that, it is also highly hygroscopic, and the pH of acetic acid is 2.4, which is corrosive enough to metals and tissue. In food application, acetic acid used to improve the quality of texture and makes the cookies even more soft. Second, it can increase the shelf life of the product. And third, it can give cookies an airy and light structure. For the guidelines of the ingredients usage, acetic acid must be used at small percentage, which is around 0.1% until 1%, to avoid this organic compound crushing the original taste.
So, my name is Muhammad Faizal Kwan. So, I will share about glucose syrup. So, introduction of glucose syrup is the chemical name of glucose syrup is the glucose or the glucose solution. As glucose syrup primarily consists of a mixture of glucose, the glucose, and other sugar like maltose, dextrose, and oligosaccharides depending on the degree of hydrolysis. So major function group, the hydroxy group OH is a major functional group in glucose syrup and is hydroxy group and aldehyde group CHO. So next one is chemical and physical properties. Glucose form white or calorie solids highly soluble in water and acetic acid, but poorly soluble in methanol and ethanol. So at fourth point, the chemical formula is C6H12O6. So molecular weight is monomass for the glucose monohydrate is 198.17 gmol. So main function of chemical compound is in cookies. In function in the glucose is to exchange texture, moisture, rotation, and sweetness, contributing to the overall quality consistency of the first product. So thank you for me.
Next, I am going to talk about theobromine. Theobromines IUPAC name is 3,7-dimethylpurine 2,6-dione. It has methyl groups that are attached to the nitrogen atoms in the purine ring and carbonyl groups that are in the 2 and 6 position of the purine ring. It also has a xanthine core and classified as a dimethylxanthine because of the 2 methylated nitrogen atoms. Theobromine has 22 sigma bonds and 4 pi bonds. Next, the chemical and physical properties of theobromine. Theobromine has a molecular weight of 180.16 gram per mole. Theobromine is sensitive to prolonged light exposure and has a weak acid property and even weaker base property. Theobromine appears as a solid with a colorless and crystalline appearance and has a boiling point of 357.2 degrees Celsius. Next is the food application of theobromine. Theobromine is found most in chocolates, especially dark chocolates and cocoa nibs, and it gives chocolate its bitter taste. The guideline of the ingredient usage, which is theobromine. So theobromine is also used in supplements, often used for brain, cardiovascular, lung health, and sleep support, and is available as a bitter powder or capsules, and is safe to consume in low doses, but in higher doses it may cause side effects like increased heart rate or anxiety, especially for long-term use. So in this group project, we have explored compounds of ingredients that is present in our food of choice, which is cookies, and highlighting their significance, which are acetic acids that are used to mainly for the softness and flavor, biotin essential for the metabolic process and can be found in hazelnuts, triglycerides found in cocoa butter influence its structure and texture and melting process of chocolate. Glucose syrup serves as a sweetener and energy source, and lastly theobromine that provides mild stimulant effects and contributes to the characteristic of the chocolate flavor. These compounds demonstrate the intersection of chemistry and foods in general.